Anyway, move on to the next story. A police from Tanimbar, Maluku built a library in a remote village. He was motivated to build the respective library after witnessing many children who cannot study during the coronavirus outbreak. The police, known as Second Assistant Police Inspector Johnny Irwanto Manulang, hope that these children who have either dropped out of school or are unable to read can study again.
This is how a typical day goes for Second Assistant Inspector Johnny Irwanto Manulang, a community police officer in Amdasa village of Maluku's Tanimbar Islands. Through his efforts, a humble bamboo hut has been turned into a library offering books, including school textbooks, for local children. Aside from providing books for the library, he also teaches students at the village. Despite its modest size, the library is a welcome addition to the village, where many students find difficulty in home learning owing to the lack of internet infrastructure and funds to buy data packages. Manulang not only teaches students but also illiterate women who have never went to school. The village itself notably lacks basic education infrastructure such as primary schools. Manulang built the library himself with the goal of helping the government's effort to educate children in remote areas.
Saya, Babinkat Dimas Desa Amdasa, membuat inovasi serta kreatif taman baca di tengah situasi pandemi guna mempermudah belajar anak di desa dan penerapan protokol kesehatan dan meningkatkan SDM yang unggul serta dukungan dari masyarakat sehingga program ini ke depannya dapat bermanfaat untuk masa depan anak dan cita-cita mereka.
On the 76th anniversary of Indonesian independence, Manulang hopes to gain more widespread support for his effort to improve the quality of education in remote regions. City contributor reporting from Tanimbar, Maluku.
That's quite a story. I love that. I love that energy that officer has. You know
what? Let's make a deal. When we got home, let's pick one book, and when we meet next week,
Book club.
Yeah, let's try to do some book club.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right.
That sounds great.
I'm gonna bring my bobo.
Oh, that's
time ago.
That's cool.
You know what? You know what would be better? Today is again National Visit Library Day, so we actually need to visit a
Oh
library.
yeah, that's right.
not starting a book club, Hans. But speaking of books, every time you hear about library, sometimes I think about the Dewey Decimal System.
Yes, I did not recognize it at the first,
Yeah.
but apparently that's the name.
That's the name. Basically,
Tell
it's
us about it. Guide
it's
us through that.
It's actually a system in which you can, previously, before the system was implemented in the late 1800s, before Mr. Melville Dewey, he actually created the system in 1876. Before, libraries are actually set up based on book acquisition. So whenever they get a new book, all right, you get a permanent shelf here. The Dewey Decimal System actually allows new collections to be collected based on the subject. So I don't know why. Before that, nobody thought about that. So
Yeah, that's
especially when you
really
go back. I mean, libraries have been around for a while.
Yeah.
We're talking about that. Julius Caesar once was involved. Well, he was accused of as one of the guys behind the burning of the Alexandria Library in Egypt. That was maybe 50 years BC. So records were just all over the place back then. So they didn't have a system.
Yeah. So it will tell you the location, and it will tell you the index as well.
Yes.
Is that how it goes?
Yes, and then again, the system is very helpful when you have new collections coming in.
Yeah.
So nothing is at a permanent record. You can just add more shelves and everything.
Yeah.
All right, or probably we can revisit that fact again in Wikipedia and get into each of our own rabbit hole.